You're live. Ooh, man, I'm live. Let's just settle the camera in. Let's get this stuff out of the view. Because you're not here to look at scissors. You're here to look at comic books. And boy, it was a busy day. I didn't even buy everything I thought about buying. I didn't buy everything I thought about buying. Give me a second. I'm going to pull the stream up on the YouTubes. Oh, I missed it. I should have clicked on that real quick. It was a piano version of Terrace theme. Anyway, I'm a sucker for Terrace theme. Anyway, welcome. Hello. There's my notebook. I have to move it here for a second. Because I got this thing I need to put away. And nobody's here yet. It's just me. So, I got a minute. Let's just drop that in there for now. I keep little knick-knacky things, buttons. There's a challenge coin, time turner, because of course you have a time turner. My boss gave me that. I don't know what that means. What does it mean when your boss gives you a time turner? Like she wants you to do more stuff at work, or I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I haven't sorted through this stuff yet. 2 stacks, of course. 2 stacks. One from Graham Cracker Comics, one from Westfield Comics, both here in Madison, Wisconsin. I don't like where the camera's at. Slightly. I'm gonna. You can see my bare feet. That's gross, isn't it? That is so gross. That's a little better. That's a little better. All right. Now that we are footless and fancy free, which stack should we look at first? Huh. I couldn't resist when I saw that. Look at that cover. It's so dynamic, man. Hold on. Let's look at some of these covers. This was something I saw on Twitter earlier today that kind of stuck out at me. So there's an old school cover full of craziness. Those are not that old, but we're not going to count them. Okay, here's a cover from today. This looks kind of cool. You get some indication that there's some kind of fighting going on in the book. It's pretty cool. I missed issue 2. I don't know how I missed issue 2, so I couldn't find one in the store, so I went ahead and bought 3, and I'll just try to fill in the blanks in my head. Let's see. Coda. Renew your vows. Mr. Miracle. Actually, these covers mostly aren't bad. But this one, like you see, you got text. Kung Fu action in the mighty Marvel manner. Now you've got it. You karate killers wanted a showdown. And Power Man versus Iron Fist over here. Look at this. Oh. This old Punisher book. Like, I don't know where this cover comes from, but look at this thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. His assignment. Kill Spider-Man. I never read this book. I saw the adaptation in the old 90s Spider-Man comic of this story. Isn't he after Spider-Man because he doesn't like vigilantes or something goofy like that? Ah, here we go. Some more modern covers. Look at that. Okay, so let's just kind of take a look here. This is new, right? Wait a minute. I already own this one. Right? Isn't this the same thing? No. Okay. That was weird. That I would swear I already read that. What's the release date of the next cover? It's like now I'm suddenly worrying. What? Did I already read this one? Because he starts off, he's like in the holding area, right? No. No, the last one ended with this dude showing up. Okay, well, whatever. We'll talk about that one later. I'll do a review of it, I'm sure. But like, let's look at this. We got this dude. He looks. In fact, I think that was like at the end of the last book. Maybe they just had a page that was the cover of the next one. So it's like you look. There's like a dude. All right. There's a dude. He's like posing. Looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. I don't really know what's going to go on in this book. I can't tell from looking at this cover. Are they going to fight? Are they going to have tea? Presumably they're going to fight because he looks very violent and like he's, doing some stuff. All right, you ready though? Old cover. I already see what's going on here. Iron Fist is kicking a bunch of dudes all up and down the street. Like, I get it. I see it. It's a thing. It's happening. All right, new cover. There's a man wearing a walrus suit looking at me. It's a man in a walrus suit looking at me. And he may have soulless black eyes. Iron Fist kicking everybody's butts. Walrus suit. Iron Fist. Walrus suit. Iron Fist. Okay. Let's look here. I can see that we have Charles and Lilandra again. Are they back together? I don't know. Then Rogue and Gambit. Okay, that's kind of cool. There's some kind of action. You can tell there's going to be a fight. It's going to feature some people. There's probably some psychic shenanigans. But what's really going on? Like, what are you selling me? What are you selling me in that book? Oh, wait, look, Iron Fist, Kung Fu Battle. Like, I don't know why we've decided in comic books to go from this kind of stuff where it's telling you, here's what's going on in the book. You know exactly what's going on. Who's the Punisher? Why is he trying to kill Spider-Man? You've hooked me. His assignment, kill Spider-Man. Well, obviously he's not going to kill Spider-Man, right? Right? I don't know. Maybe he will. Why are these branded Marvel Knights? Most of the material in here predates the Knights imprint, doesn't it? I don't know. So anyway, that's just like comic book covers. That's just what I noticed. You can see what I bought here. I bought the 4 True Believer books that came out this week. Shadow Man 7 on my pool. I just opened it up randomly. Harbinger Wars 2 Action. We open up to the previews. Okay. Got a page set in ancient Africa and ads. Okay, well, alright, well, okay. That's not looking too promising right there. This is so promising. Oh my god. I would swear though that this action, like what I'm looking at here, looks like it's a couple pages ripped out of the last issue. Is that just me? Is it true? Like, it sure feels like I saw this already. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I should just open this book up to the first page, because I'm sold on the little bunny, man. I am sold. Cool. A little cyber bunny. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. Or not a screenshot, a picture of that and send it to Timothy Lim. So we got both covers. Well, I thought I had both. Oh, there it is. It was just hiding from me. Both covers of Mr. Miracle 11, because I'm a sucker. You shouldn't buy variant covers. They're a scam. Let's just open it up. Okay, dark side punching people. But here, this is like exactly what I was talking about with covers. This one kind of tells me if something's going on, like there's some kind of fight. And Mr. Miracle's had to escape from something. He's got like techno shackles. Like, okay, I'm down, you got me. That one, I don't understand. I do love his little onesie, though. It is adorable. Looking forward to reading that. I know a lot of people aren't liking Mr. Miracle like they used to, but the family interaction stuff. Another one of those dang veggie trays, man. Another veggie tray. You believe it? Those things keep popping up. They keep popping up. Mr. and Mrs. X, number 3. There's supposed to be a variant. I didn't see it in either store. Okay, whatever. We'll read that. We'll read that later. Renew Your Vows 23. I saw somebody making fun of this earlier on Twitter. In fact, they were making fun of this page right here. I'm probably going to have to disagree with them on some of their points. Although I understand the point about the art. Looks like the artist did it in 15 minutes. There's just a stray line. Hold on, you see this? There's just a stray black line going from her eye down. It's straight. It's not like a tear or something. Also, why can you sometimes see her eyeballs and sometimes not? And that. Okay, you know what? That's for the review. That's for the review. I'm not gonna go into it here. Coda 5. I think there was like other covers or something probably, but this is the only one this is the only copy of it I saw. The one from my pull list. Revenge of Wonderland. I missed number 2, so hopefully number 3 helps me figure out what's going on. Sadly, the lettering is by somebody, but I'm hoping it'll be interesting. I'm hoping it's going to be interesting. I was really curious where it was going to go after reading the first one, and then somehow I missed the second one. I don't know. Britannia, Lost Eagles of Rome. I already read this, man. I read it while I was having dinner out. Oh, it's so good. We're gonna, I'm gonna review that. Soulfire 3. Maybe something will happen this issue. Oh, dope. Cool multicolored light battles. Sold. I'm sold. I'm easy to please. What can I say? These were Graham Cracker Comics. You go there, you get to take 3 things out of the 50-cent bin for free on a Wednesday. So I grabbed these. Turned out I got like some flip books. Civil War Epilogue. I just picked the first 3 books I saw. Like, I'm not going to lie. Stan Lee, writer? Really? Is it a reprint? Is this really all talking heads? I think so. Fringly Farcical Flight of Fancy and Festivities by Stan the Man Lee. Whoa. What on earth? Okay, apparently we've got like a couple stories. Yeah, you can tell Stan Lee was involved with this because the word Excelsior appears. He's like the only person I've ever met that uses that word. So we got 2 flip books, which was pretty cool. I flipped through this one. This story by Bendis. He doesn't understand the characters he's writing. And then this one over here, Brubaker understands the characters he's writing. Go figure. Go figure. Ah, so that's everything. Oh, gosh. I guess I can leave the True Believers out of the picture, but how am I going to get all this stuff framed into the shot here? There's so much of it, you know? Let's just set these aside for a second. We should build from the top of the stack, or the top of the spread down, right? So, well, I'm looking at the camera, the picture on the stream over here, which nobody joined me today. That's a shame. I'm used to having somebody come hang out with me. We don't need to put these here because they were free. They don't count. They don't count. Okay, what if I do a little something like this? I'm gonna drop like Soulfire, like right here, Britannia here. A little something like so, huh? That's everything, man. That's a lot of books. That is a lot of books. You gonna stay? Oh, it's gonna stay. Cool. I got a lot of reading to do. I have a darn lot of reading to do. Let's get all this stuff over here. That's not all we're going to look at, though. We're not done. Don't worry. We're not done because I did get a bunch of stuff in the mail. Ignore those. Here we go. I got a whole bunch of comic books in the mail last couple days. So take a look at these too. I read the digital version of this. Ooh, it's held together by static. Can you hear that? That's a nice looking little fantasy comic. Not much happened in the first issue. So I haven't backed the Kickstarter for the second one yet. Then I got all these SFC comics here. Like Superheroes, the comic book, I think is how they're pitched. So I bought like basically all of them. I haven't flipped through any of them yet. Let's just open her up. I might do reviews of these. I don't know. It depends on if I find them that interesting or not. That didn't really look that interesting. Maybe the next one will look interesting. Lightning and then you're in the bathroom. Alright, well that's interesting. What about issue 2? Wow, some kind of crazy battle. No backgrounds on any of these pages though. Gonna have background on the next page. A little. Well, it's actually some pretty good panel construction, even if this panel doesn't have the background, because they're kind of outside of any panel. So it looks okay. Hey, J-Dodd. Oh, I got 3 people watching now. That is cool. I'll flip back through the books I bought today. This is just stuff that came in the mail here. Oh, that's a cool costume she's got on. That looks a little cheap in that one. Oh yeah, that's what I signed up for. Super battles! That's gotta hurt. Oh, this is... I hope this is gonna be fun. Where's the backgrounds? Where are the backgrounds? There are no backgrounds. Backgrounds is such a cheap and easy thing to cut when you're making art, aren't they? Oh, dude's got a crazy power. He's got like, he can control shadow or something? So like Shikamaru? Okay. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on there. That's just what it looked like. And I got this from Mr. McNamara. He sent this. I got this in the mail yesterday. I think I got these like Saturday. And they've been chilling on my desk. But I got this. It's like a graphic novel, obviously. $10. Mature readers and horror. It says mature readers because it's like an R-rated action movie. And fortunately, I happened to open up to something that doesn't look that terrible. I flipped through this. There's actually this one great page. If I can find it. Yeah, here it is. They got this vampire that they've captured here. And they're like vivisecting him. And then all of a sudden, rats. Oh my god, look at this. That page right there, man. Oh, I wish they'd showed that like when I was buying the book, because I would have been like, oh yes, please. As opposed to, that looks interesting. This is just like, oh yeah. That is terrifying, disgusting, and macabre. I want to read that. Like, oh, I want to read all of these. But especially that one. Oh, J-Dodd, you missed it, man. I was like making fun of the covers of these books back when the stream first started. Let's get these out of here. Oh, actually, you know, I'm going to go ahead and just bag and board these things. That way they're protected. And I don't accidentally damage them. These were free, man, from the 50-cent bin. These beautiful, like, double-sized flip books, man. That is an interesting gimmick, I gotta say. And that was a good run at Captain America, right there. That was a real good run. Oh, I don't have enough space. This was also a flip book. You know, I really ought to just buy out, like, the 50-cent bin at my store. I ought to just buy it out. Be like, yeah, I'll take your entire 50-cent bin. There's so much good stuff in there. There's some trash in there, of course. But there's so much good stuff just hanging out, waiting to be discovered, waiting for me to read it. I flipped through that on stream. I'm like, what was the point to this? Yeah, here. What I'm talking about. Like, look at these. Ignore that Punisher, but like, look at these 3 covers here of these classic stories. Look at those covers. All right. Now let's look at some of these modern covers. We're revisiting this. The point needs to be revisited. Let's see. Yeah, Soulfire. You can see something interesting going on here. Oh no, it got bent. Oh no, it got creased. That was probably my own fault. Handling it roughly. Like this. Look, it looks like a movie poster. It doesn't tell me what's going on in the book. I can see that, okay, yeah, there's probably Charles, probably Lilandra. Is she even still alive? And there's Rogue and Gambit, they're doing action stuff, but it doesn't tell me why. And I flipped it open at one point, and Deadpool's all over the book still. So this cover doesn't really tell me anything about the interior. Here, Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows. Like, the cover's kind of action-y, you know, it kind of gets me, although something about the geometry of their bodies is wrong. I think their forearms are too thin. Yeah, that back forearm is way too thin, and her pose seems odd. But, like, ignoring that, like, you can see, okay, there's the 3 of them are doing something, but if you flip this, like, it doesn't tell me what they're fighting. You flip it open, and you see, like, some really crazy stuff inside. The cover doesn't tell me anything about that crazy stuff. This doesn't tell me anything about the contents of the book, except I got this mean-looking cyborg dude looking at me. Who is he? Why? You know? You just put some text here like, capturing a runaway. You know? The hunter hunts or something. And I'm like, oh man, so good. And then there's Shadow Man, like, okay, I know this is like a saber-toothed tiger or something, but come on. I'm like looking at a walrus, dude. He's a walrus man. Am I supposed to be intimidated by the walrus man? I'm not intimidated by the walrus man. I laugh at the walrus man. Okay, let's just get back to bagging these real quick so I can have that done. It feels really silly to bag these for $1. These are essentially like, you know, as cheap as you can get for a comic book. And here I am treating them like they're expensive by bothering to bag them and board them. I'm doing it because, you know, I respect comic books as a medium, as a means of providing entertainment. I wish comic books were across the board better. It's part of the reason I do some of this stuff. You're intimidated by a walrus? Well, are you intimidated by the walrus itself? Like, okay, in real life, look like walruses are actually kind of scary. That is true. But is it the walrus? Or is it the fact, like, are you intimidated by the walrus part or by the fact that there's a guy wearing a walrus? Like, that's the part that kills me. Like, I see that and I'm just thinking, and oh boy, if I finish that thought, I'm going to have, like, the furry community after me. So I'm not going to finish that thought. I'm not finishing that thought at all. I wish I had issue 2. I couldn't find issue 2. Neither store had it. That's okay. That's okay. This was so good. This was so good. Britannia is one of my favorite things right now. I read, last week I bought issue 1 of like a previous series. It was just as good. It is a good series. Maybe something happens in Soulfire. Maybe something interesting happens. The furry community scares you too. Yep. See? That's why I didn't finish that thought, you know? Let's just forget everything I said about the Walrus Man. The Walrus Man is now scary. The Walrus Man is a scary, scary dude. Or at least his friends are going to be very scary dudes if they come after me. I need more bags and boards. Oh man, let me get my alternative tote bag over here. Ooh, Alterna. I am getting low. I'm going to have to buy another 100. I don't believe this. Which way are they? Let me flip them. And we'll get the rest of these over here. We'll bag these up real quick. I'm not going to tape any of the bags closed till I read the things. Because that just seems like the way to do this. Yeah, I might not read some of the True Believer books. Because I've read them before. You know, the actual stories, I mean. But, you know, this other stuff. I got high hopes for these, man. I really do. That's why when I backed their Kickstarter, well, Kickstarters, I should be clear on that, the plural. I went all in on the very first one and got all these back issues. I don't even remember which one of these were the actual Kickstarters. Let's see, Angelica Reigns, #2. That was one of them. All this stuff is by Marcel Dupree. I hope I pronounced it right. I'm not sure if it's Dupree or Dupre. But he's an interesting person to follow on Twitter. I don't think he and I would see eye to eye on a whole lot, but I think we both would oh my god, no, the corner's crinked. Oh my god, back out. I gotta fix this crinkage. Look at this. Oh, it came like that in the mail too. They shipped all these. It's like 3 different Kickstarters, and they shipped them all in the same envelope. So some of these got a little crinky-dinky because of that. The corner of the envelope itself, the big cardboard envelope, the sleeve it was in, actually got a little bit messed up. Yeah, I think Angelica Reigns #2 was one of the Kickstarters, and Kasai was another one. Yeah, that's it. I backed, I think Kasai was the first one, and I backed that to the level of getting all those SFC comics. Then I backed Angelica Reigns to get 1 and 2. And then I backed Ruby and the Warriors of Dian, or Dian, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Oh my god, some of these pages are still hooked together by static. That's how new this book is, man. Oh, it feels so good. It really does. Are these printed on demand, I wonder? Let's see. Can't tell. Sometimes on-demand publishers, they'll take like the back cover for themselves, but that's not the case here. The Crowding of Dragos. That looks cool. In a world ruled by dragon shifters, it's bow or burn. Oh. I apparently missed that Kickstarter. It said that was in July. There we go. Not seeing Sucker. He's already bagged. Oh! Ah! Oh, landslide! Okay, fine. You want to have a landslide, you go right ahead and have a landslide. I just saw a random bag and board just chilling out in my stack of comics. And, well, when I went to get it, everything fell apart. Everything fell apart. Yeah, I've got... How many boards is that? Like 20? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... Yep, I'm gonna have to buy some more. I should probably just go buy another 1,000 from BCW. Quit pussyfooting around. Just do it. Just bite the bullet. Okay. That is so many comic books. I think I'm about done. I think I'm out of interesting things to say. So, J. Dodd, unless you got a cool comment, or you just want to see, like, the spread, I think I'm going to call it and bounce out here. I'm looking forward to Coda. In fact, that's the funny thing. I'll, like, pick an individual book up, and I'll go, boy, that's my favorite thing, or I'm really interested in that. Like, Britannia is so good. I'm hoping that's going to be good, but I don't know. I haven't read issue 2. But Coda, I know I'm going to love that book. Mr. Miracle, I know a lot of people aren't into it as much as they were the first couple issues. Mr. and Mrs. X, I got high hopes for. Soulfire, I got hopes for. This is going to be such a cool action book, I think. Like, I say that kind of stuff, but I mostly only buy stuff I think is going to be good. Like, does that make sense? Like, I know some people buy books because they want to roast them or whatever, but I just can't get behind that. Like, if I don't think something is going to be interesting, if I don't think it's going to be any good, I just don't buy it. I just ignore it. I think we'd be better off if more people, more comic book YouTube or comic book Twitter or whatever you want to phrase the community as. Like, I think we'd be better off if people quit roasting stuff. You know, buying, like, intentionally. Like, oh, I'm going to buy this. That bag is way too big. I wonder if this would fit in a giant-sized modern bag. Let's find out. Okay, just randomly have a paper bag chilling out there. Oh, gosh. And of course, my bags are underneath all of my comic shop news here. Look at this stupid handful of crap. Oh, gosh. Stuff is going everywhere. You know, you get very organized, and then your organization works against you. I don't need that bag. I need this. And I need a board. Let's take a board out of one of these other bags. Can you even see the plastic bags on the stream? Yeah, I guess you can't because you can see the reflection from it. Okay. That weird stuff you think of when you're in the middle of doing things, right? Got it. Now, let's take this and put it in the other bag. Oh, one thing I didn't like when they sent this to me. I'm going to sneeze. Great. Good timing. Sorry for that. One thing I didn't like when Mr. McNamara sent this to me is he sent it in this bag, right? And that's fine, but the piece of tape he used back here was actually packing tape. So I couldn't peel it off like I would Scotch tape, and I had to cut it. I didn't really like that. Alright, so let's see if this will go in the big modern bag. If not, it's like a graphic novel or trade. It can just go on its own. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Now I've got this big magazine size bag to use for something. That's kind of cool. I like having odd size bags because every now and then I get a book that's a weird size. But you all, thank you so much for joining me. J. Dodd, whoever the other viewer I had for a little while was. Appreciate it. Much love, as they say. I will see you all next time. And I probably will be going live on Twitch to play some games tonight here in a little bit. So if you're interested in that, it's twitch.tv/elizibar. You can join me there. You can also follow me on Twitter. I tweet mostly about comic book stuff. Because, like, I eyeball deep. But, yeah, deep. That's why I move my hand to side. Peace out. Yeah, you too, man. You can follow me on Twitter. Or all that stuff. I'm easy to find. I'm the only elizibar everywhere except Instagram, where somebody beat me to the name. Have a great day. I appreciate you dropping by. You make me look forward to this on Wednesdays, J. Dodd, because you're here like every time, and I love it. I love having somebody to talk to. Bye-bye. I keep doing the thumbs up like I'm going to stop, and then I don't stop. But we're stopping for real now, I promise.